mentally, I say taunting, haunting, messaging me, you know, the thoughts in my conscious mind about my brother. Like, I remember, and I already talked about this. You know, for years, decades, no one said brother is your cousin. People make jokes about that. Why guys get all sissy and pansy and scared right now? Oh, and by the way, who the fuck do I taunt? I can know you fucking people, man. You people want to be in my fucking life and shit. Before I headed out to the liquor store, you know, fucking this guy, you know, Travis over there trying to like fucking get in my thoughts. I mean, some freaky supernatural shit, man. You know? It's like, it's my fucked up memory, little fucking queer over there. Little queer boy with evil fucking, you know, and thoughts and shit, bro. And, you know, it's like chronological order for what? Whoever you are, man. Like, I put a lot of stuff on YouTube already. I talked about, you know, Lucas's life, a little bit, what I freaking know. You know, I didn't see him most of the time. It was that, you know, I'm going to get over this saying it's switch, but, you know, it was a perception that I couldn't say I saw another person. You know, it's not shape-shifting, like you don't physically shape-shift, but it is a form of illusion on another mind, another sentient being like myself. I saw him only once when he was, I guess, 1920, and it was my first weeks, and I arrived to the States in Elizabeth. And I knew it was him. He had acne, a little bit of acne, he had a trim haircut, and a real cousin, Adam Nimick, over there started saying, oh, yeah, you know, he'll buy these video games, Nintendo, because I just got a Nintendo, the original Nintendo, a couple games. I don't know if Nimick gave it to me or something like that, you know? And then Adam Nimick was like, oh, he'll buy it from you, you know, he's rich. I guess I was going to sell Adam some video games, the ones I didn't play, because he had Nintendo as well or something like that. I remember he had Atari, actually, you know? But it was like, you know, and, you know, Stanley Nimick over there was saying, you know, oh, Adam, you know, it was a story about Adam doing business, and like he sold the car, like a remote control car, but he didn't sell it for a good price. Sometimes he got like ripped off, like he didn't know how to sell it properly, bargain properly, and you know, Stanley was like, well, he's learning all business, it's all right, you know. And I was just joking around, like I didn't want to sell any video games, but I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to get it some money for a bicycle, I remember. So, you know, Lucas actually showed up in their long driveway on Butler Street, and I didn't know who he was. And he was like, that's your cousin or stuff like that. And Adam was, you know, Adam was laughing goofily and shit. You know, Lucas would probably tell another story how everybody talked about how Adam was like getting chased around by like, you know, some kids from the school. I think it was some black dudes and shit. You know, I'm really surprised Adam said some fucked up things to them. And like scratched his face, and every time he saw like anybody that was black, he was like, my mom was like, you know, he was just scared. He would like want to cross the street like a punk he was. You know, Adam Nimick over there was good. I remember when we were kids, Adam was, I mean, obviously, he was always older than I am, right? He was like 2-3 years older, and like every time there was a dog, even in Poland, they were just ragingly barking at him. Even in Poland, when Adam came back, you know, it must have been like 85, 86 or something like that to Poland. I remember there was a neighbor's dog, and it was a big, gigantic dog, but like we weren't scared of that dog. I wasn't. You know, he didn't bother us. We saw Adam, he started freakishly barking and raging at him. You know, people say, you know, dogs, you know, they do have, I mean, obviously everyone has a sense. I mean, not just clairvoyant sense, mental sense. Who knows what, you know, what he was feeling off of Adam. People say, you know, dogs don't like cowards. I think it goes much deeper than a coward, you know. I think, you know, it's maybe a sadistic, a foul individual, you know, very, very foul. And, yeah, even in Elizabeth, you know, sometime after that meeting Lucas, I didn't know. It must have been months, and we were like, Adam came over, you know, our house or something like that, and there was another dog, and he just started, you know, he started barking like, you know, across the fence where this guy just stopped, and he had to think about something about passing me, but never mind that, you know. So it's like, you know, there's so many, not just stories I have, but I started talking about one thing, and then I just, you know, I go into something else. You know, it's really not there. Also, if a dog can't trust you, literally a dog or something like that, why would I? You know. So yeah, I think Lucas took offense to that, except he started ridiculing Adam after that. You know, because I wouldn't put up with that stuff unless, you know, we had our mentality. He had his mentality suppressed. Lucas had, you know. Then we're not ourselves, and like we're subdued. You know, we don't, not that we don't stand up for ourselves, but a lot of times, you know, I don't know if he had it like that, he leaped from the year 2000, and it was at 89. So I think he leaped to what, 86, something like that. That was the clause, because like fucking in 2000, old Nimick and shit, things that happened. And yeah, the Nimics were for a couple years in Elizabeth. See, me and Lucas, we thought, at least he found out later in 86, but I thought for years they arrived to the States in 86. That's what Donna Nimick always told me. Once she slipped, but it was that thing. And yeah, it was like, I lost my train of thought. I got a 6-pack of beer. I can assure you I'm going to get a little tipsy today. Didn't buy a cigar. Just bought some pipe tobacco, premium pipe tobacco, the one I like, and I'm gonna chill. It's like, it's just a vlog video, all over the place with that. Fucking went into the beer store, and when I came out, I started feeling like, not just fatigue, like my limbs, extremities, didn't have any strength, like my heart wasn't pumping enough blood. That's what it felt like. And just like, it's not even me, it's like, in the scheme of the clairvoyance, there's different senses, There's another sense which, my nose is itchy, like I'm freakishly frustrated, except I'm not. So, it's really disturbing when you go through that in life. Not just, it's like, for Lucas, I felt bad. I never wanted to call him a copy or clone. He was just like me, and when maybe he was rowdier and this and the other thing, it's like, well, how can you not be? After you see how people really are in the fucking world, you don't gotta put up with that stuff. Bill Maher over there called you, what was it, 98, 99, and he's like, he called him, and it's like, he made fun of Bill Maher on stage, and he's like, Bill Maher trying to, ridicule him and, call him a moron, this and everything, like he steals his rhymes for somebody. And, Lucas was like on the phone sitting in his apartment just saying, he's like, I come over there, I'll beat you with a Smirnoff bottle. He was watching Friends, like reruns or something. Actually, back then, they weren't reruns, they were the actual new episodes. But Billy over there, Billy Boy, wanted to put him on make fun of him, and I guess he thought we were just, like cowardice, like we wouldn't, he wouldn't like stand up for himself, he wouldn't know what to say, because it's like a celebrity or some shit like that. Bill Maher really is not that fucking tough and fierce with words. He gets really quiet and calm, especially, when you make fun of, Lucas made fun of his, Greg Giraldo was there, he was on the panel, big Italian guy, Nick DiPaolo, and a short guy, and Lucas just started making fun of him, and eventually, they stopped, talking on the phone, this and the other thing. But yeah, it's just so many memories, and repression is a thing. But when you wake up to it, you see how people really are, and you're like, you're not freaked out by things that you didn't understand. It's something that it doesn't freak me out anymore, and it really, not just his life, but not being too aware. My parents really not talking about it. I mean, I know they're fucking, cruel and empathetic, so I know they fucking, probably enjoyed his death and shit like that. A lot of people fucking did, but for fucking 2 years, you don't fucking answer your fucking phones now, right? You hung up, you're like, you see the New York number, you're like, who the hell is this? Oh, it's that blah, blah, and you hang up. And then you laugh because, you don't pick up your phone. Like, what is that fucking shit? Like, you see my number, the 332 number, you're like, well, I'm not going to pick up from him. Haha, I beat him at his game. It's like, I'll pick up a phone from you. Just, I'm waiting for your phone calls. I'm waiting for your phone calls and your fucking hard thoughts and shit. And you pivo, and the rest of you fucking Polak, you Polish little fantasies of fucking crucifixion or some shit. You creepy fucking worshippers, I'm not even fucking angry at you. I just love to laugh at you. I'm gonna go online right now. There's a lot of doofuses like you, idiots, except they're they're on camera. A lot of you just like, I'm not gonna walk up to your face and start recording a conversation. It's like a lot of you just walk away. So it's like, it's just right there for me. And someone said, no, you're such a loser, Saturday, man. You could be out like mean chicks. Yeah, but they're funny too. My hair at you. All right, so what if I get into it? It's done. But I really I get a relationship, and she won't be abusive. I won't be abusive to her, obviously. But it's like I do the hair from. It's like, all right, just yeah. What the hair from is? It's like a biological, it really is like a physical language. Try to tell you something. I can't be too feminine with a girl, right? With a guy. But yeah, fucking. He did clown people too, you know. He did, because he had enough of the either stupidity, irrationality, no empathy, and just people's, egomaniacs, arrogant. We used to call them, but they're ego-driven and they're just very fucking asinine, and you can't put up with that stuff. But gonna go on my computer and see how many goofy people I can find out there, goofier than I am.